Dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the air. So in this chapter we have focused on the various subtopics like introduction part of air, what is the meaning of atmosphere, composition of atmosphere, and what are the different types of layers in the atmosphere. So students, now let's start with our new chapter, that is the air. Students, we all know that we cannot survive without air. So this is because we breathe in air all the time that provides us oxygen without which we cannot survive. So air is a very important animal element in today's life. So air is a mixture of gases on the earth. It provides a thick blanket of the surroundings that is called an atmosphere. The moving air is also called as wind. So these are the figures that moves with the help of wind. Now, in short, air is the earth's atmosphere. So air around us is a mixture of many gases and of many dust particles. So it is a gas in which living things live and breathe. So it has an indefinite shape and a volume. So air has a no color or no smell. Basically it has mass and a weight. So our next one is the that what are the composition or what are the components which include in the air or an atmosphere. Basically it composed of nitrogen, oxygen, argon and various types of gases. In the component of air, there is a 78% of the nitrogen gases, 21% of the oxygen gases are available and only 1% of other gases are available. So these are the various composition of an air. So our next concept is that what is the meaning of a ozone layer. It is a serious concern for that. This picture tells us how we are caring for our mother earth. So what are the causes of a ozone layer? Deforestation, urbanization, pollution, wastage of resources. These are the basic reasons or causes of a ozone layer. So next one is the pollutants in the air. There are various types of pollutants are available in the air which causes our environment like smoke, diseases, etc. So these are the components which consist in the air. Like here I can take the nitrogen and oxygen. About 70% of nitrogen is available in the air, and second one is the oxygen which consists of the ratio of 28%. So oxygen in air supports burning whereas nitrogen does not. So there is an also another gases that are available in the air besides the nitrogen and oxygen. Next one is the carbon dioxide. Air also contains about 0.003% of carbon dioxide. So plants and animals take in oxygen and give out a carbon dioxide during the respiration. So carbon dioxide also plays a very important role in our life. So these are the device with the help of which we can measure the air pressure. The name of this device is called the anemometer. So now our next question arises that what is the meaning of a greenhouse effect? Basically greenhouse effect is the rise in temperature that the earth experiences because why? There are certain gases that are available in the atmosphere which can causes the energy from the sun. So these gases includes carbon dioxide, methane, oxide, etc. Dear students, greenhouse effect is the rise in temperature of earth which is the experienced because certain gases are available in the atmosphere which can trap the heat of the sun. So this is a good thing as it helps to insulate the earth and keep the atmosphere warm. However, the greenhouse effect can have a negative effect. Our next concept is the global warming. Moreover, cutting down of trees has added to the problem. So this is because trees helps to regulate the balance of gases in the atmosphere. Hence, with the greater carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, more heat is observed and it will retain in the atmosphere. So this will increase in the average temperature of Earth. That is called a global warming. So in short, global warming is the increase in average temperature of the Earth near surface air and the oceans. So our most of the observed temperature increases is caused by increase in the concentration of a greenhouse gases. So there are various types of gases that are available in the global warming like water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, ozone, etc. Students, can you imagine that what are the various consequences of a global warming? So, our next question arises that how to reduce a global warming. There are various simple steps to reduce the global warming like reduce, reuse, recycle, use less heat and air conditioning products, change a light bulb by a CFL, drive less and drive smartly, buy energy efficient products, use less hot water and always switch off your lights. Plant more and more trees. Get a report card from your utility company. And the main and last important point that encourage others to conserve and save our environment. In the end, I want to say that save our earth, save our environment. Earth is our motherland, so it's our duty that we can take care of earth.